Hi there guys, welcome back to another video. So today I am showing a series which you can see on the title called Otaku no Video. Picked this up on a whim. This is a Blu-ray premium collector set that I'll get a bit deeper into in a moment, but I picked it up on a whim on Oxfam, a charity shop online for £20, and I ended up getting it, watching it straight away. There are actually two miniature movies that are in this, so 1982 and 1985. As you can see, this is a lovely box, so we'll show you this first. We have the side, which is set up like a VHS tape. The bottom, which has a little bit of information that's there, and as you can see, it is by Studio Gainax. Then you have the back, which has more characters on the back as well, and then the top, which has a few others as well. So so essentially this is, well, let's get the Blu-ray out because it's going to be making it a little bit easier. So let's pop that to one side. So here we have the standard Blu-ray case. So as you can see, it's not really a typical Blu-ray case. It's got a pop open section there. So it's actually by a company called Animigo. Maybe it's Animigo. And these are region-free Blu-rays. So they license them from the original makers, which are Gainax in this case, and basically make Blu-ray collector's editions of rather obscure anime. Which I didn't even realise was a thing. And it certainly got me to look at their website and look at what else they do, really. There's a few bits and bobs that I kind of regret missing out on now. And in here, you have obviously the Blu-ray that's there, but you also have what I thought was just a synopsis sort of thing, but it actually is a full-on poster for like a cat. In fact, let me show you. So on the one side you have the theme song words for some reason, and quite a lot of information about it. And then on the other side you have an entire manga. I say an entire manga. This is the original manga that came with like the VHS or something like that. If looking into it correctly was right. And this is, looking at it properly, I think there are still copies available on Anime-igo. But this is like the Patreon version because it comes with a Patreon, a Patreon poster. So I'll open this up as well. So there we go. So we've got the Patreon version, which has got all people's individual names in there. And then you flip it over and you will have like a standard version. This is the character that they develop in the show, and it makes more sense if you actually watch the show or movie or whatever you want to call it. Anyway, so this is, like I say, very interesting, and it does a lot of crossovers from other anime, such as Gundam and Lupin the Third, and like many animes that were from around this time. Really interesting, and obviously talks a lot about the background of otakus and things like that in Japan and what they had to deal with around that time, and it was a very dehumanizing thing that they had to deal with and how they got over those hurdles. And it's a really good really good thing to watch. I basically got it and watched the entire thing through, and I'll probably watch it again at some point because there are points in it which are called, where they have people of otaku, which are live action people, so real people that are getting interviewed by Gainax for this. And in between the chapters of the show, which are about 2 or 3 minutes per chapter, there are live action sequences of people talking and being interviewed by the camera, and it is quite odd at certain points. Like there's a guy who is in the middle of the forest shooting people with airsoft guns being interviewed about anime. It's very weird. But then the rest of the show is just perfectly fine. So obviously we have those. Then we have this, which is a art book. Now this is a true art book. This is a true art book. It is a, like, look at that. You can see the amount, the amount of characters that are just in that one scene. So you have Oral, you have Captain Harlock, you have Lupin, you have bloody Bright. You have, like, there's loads of characters that's there. Yurim, I can't even think of what her name is, but you know who I mean. And it's, yeah, it's great. Like, look at this. It's just not what you get in collector's editions these days. And then towards the end, wherever we are here, you start to get storyboards of the finale of the 1985. So this is a really cool collection, and I think, remembering correctly, I think they are only doing 5,000 of these. I think they've sold a good amount of them. So the fact that this has been sold, I think this says it was from 2016. Yeah, 2016 this is from. There. And it's still in stock is rather odd to me, that they have 5,000 left. Maybe they don't have any of these premium collection versions left. Maybe it is just the standard versions that are left. But they said that there were 5,000 of these premium collection versions, and it seems to still have the at least a standard version in. Maybe they have the premium version. I don't know. But this was £20, and I was I've been really happy that I bought this, because it's something nice and new and something way outside of my comfort zone that I would never buy. And I can highly recommend it because it's, really cool. Anyway, thank you for watching, guys. I'll pop a link down below to Animego. Is it Animego? Let me know how I say it. Is it Animeigo? I don't know. It's one of the three. But yeah, you can see it's all in Japanese, obviously, and you do have. The other thing I would say, when you get the Blu-ray in, it's very janky. I want to say janky. You have obviously your usual options, play, blah 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 blah, and then you have in the middle, you have a love heart in the middle of all of your options that literally does nothing. It literally does nothing other than restart the animation in the background. And that animation isn't really an animation, it's just a still that scrolls and it just resets it. I've no idea why you would do that, but hey-ho. But then once you get to a certain point of the extras, it then starts to glitch out and open up the extras and close the extras, and then open up the extra and close the, and then eventually you have to jump back to play all, and you kind of screw yourself. You do have the option on the Blu-ray to watch just the anime sections, but you have to watch it chapter by chapter. So it plays the first chapter, takes you back to the main menu for you to then select the next chapter of the anime. Then it's a whole thing, and it's just easier to click play all and just watch it as it was intended. So that is just a pre-warn if you do end up buying the individual version, because it's probably going to be very similar. So that was Otaku no Video, or Graffiti of Otaku Generation, which is still Otaku no Video. And I will be looking at these guys again, because it's really interesting, because this should have been about 60 quid. I think it was $60, $69. And someone's paid that, maybe even gone Patreon on it, and then given it into charity for me to buy. So thanks to whoever did that. And yeah, I'll see you later, guys. Peace.